Hey everyone, if you want to help your students get a handle on index laws, in particularly multiplying and dividing numbers with the same base but different powers, then one of the things you can do is teach them this game, which I'm calling Index Noughts and Crosses. Now, it's not an original game. To understand this game, it's probably easiest if I illustrate for you the game that it's based upon, which is called Noughts. I guess that's how it's pronounced, okay? Now, I played this game, I got introduced to this game a couple of weeks ago, and as soon as I started playing it, I thought, this is really fun, and there's a concept here I can use. So if you have a look, the way it starts is you get a board, okay? And what you do is it says this is your turn. The computer's already started. It's placed 2 crosses. And you start with a number. In this case, I've been given 12 to begin with, okay? Then I get to choose to multiply or divide by anything I like. And then I will my aim is to get 5 noughts in a row, okay? So for instance, I can go 12 and I can say divided by 3, well, I missed, sorry, let's try that again. Divided by 3, and you have to calculate what the answer is. So 12 divided by 3 is 4. So now I've got 2 in a row, and it's the computer's turn, and it's going to place some other crosses, and it's going to try and get 5 in a row, okay? Now you can see at this point, I have to strategize and have a look. There aren't an infinite number of numbers on the board, and I can only use the numbers that are there. So for instance, if I want to block this row that's starting here, one thing I could do is I could say times 10, and that's going to be equal to 40, and I can see I have a 40 over here. Okay, so I've blocked him over there, and you can see what's going on. He's going to keep trying to go there. I guess 40 is a really big number. It's one of the biggest on the board. I shouldn't multiply anymore. I guess I should divide. Maybe if I divide by 5, then I've got an 8 over here. Is there any other 8s? Okay, I guess I'll just take that. And you can see how the game is progressing, okay? So it's a game of strategy. You need to think about the number that you want to create and whether it's on the board. I'll go times 4 is equal to 32. And you can have a lot of fun. You can get quite competitive with it. All right, so you can see the basic concept. Now, let's bring this over to indices, okay? So again, each player is going to start with a number. I guess you could assign that randomly if you like, or you can just let them pick. And then they get to choose to multiply or divide by any numbers they like on the board. And that'll give them a number that's equal to something else on the board. So, as an example, I could say, maybe for starters, divide by 2 to the power of 5. Right, so this is player X, so there's a 2 to the 5. That's that square now, and that of course is equal to 2 squared, and so I'll find another 2 squared somewhere. Let's see, here's one. And I can start to form a row there. Now it's the Noughts' turn, so they've got a 2 cubed as their starting point. So I'm going to say, well, maybe I'm going to multiply by, and here's where the strategy comes in, right? Obviously, you're going to get further if you're not just randomly picking numbers. I can see that 2 cubed times 2 to the 5 will be 2 to the 8, and they're right next to each other. So that looks like a good choice for me. Both of these now belong to me. Okay, now just like with the app, you can see for my next turn on blue, on the X, I start with whatever number I've got here. And now I can choose to, for instance, I can multiply by, let's see, what should I do here? I want something over here, don't I? I could go multiply by 2 to the 4. So that's mine now. And that's equal to 2 to the 6. So I could choose either of these. Maybe I'll go down in this direction. Okay, and then the game continues. This person now, their starting point is 2 to the 8, and maybe they want to keep on building over here. If they want this 2 to the 6, they could divide by 2 to the 6, and that would give them 2 squared. And then the game progresses until someone gets 5 in a row. Okay, now this grid here, I just wrote up an Excel spreadsheet to generate these numbers randomly for me. You can see the next one over, this is the same set of parameters, just regenerated. And this one, if you look closely, you can see some of the numbers are bigger. It goes all the way up to 19, it seems. So if you want to challenge them with their numbers, you can adjust the boundaries of the spreadsheet so it gives you negative indices if you like. And there's just endless opportunities for them to have a little bit of fun in a competitive environment and learn the index laws at the same time. So I hope you get to use it in your classroom.